What if I say you can borrow money without KYC, without credit score, and even without deadlines? Would you believe me? Well, you should. Yes, you can do it. Just watch this video to know how. There is also a bonus tip at the end of the video. Don't tell anyone it is something related to rewards. We're talking about thousands of dollars of rewards here, so stick until the end of the video to know about it. Hello, future billionaires. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick update on AAVE and how it works. Also, I'm going to tell you how lending and borrowing in the crypto world works. If this is your first time here, we are the Big Brain Crypto, and we are filled with quality crypto-related contents. Contents about coins, tokens, and up-to-date news regarding crypto, delivered in a way that ensures everyone watching this video will understand. No matter what you know now, you'll understand everything just by watching the whole video. Sounds good, right? Okay then, let's jump straight to the video. In 2017, Stani Kuleshov, a Finnish law student, developed a product named ETH Lend. It was used to lend and borrow money using your crypto as assets and collaterals. The network struggled initially because of two major problems. One is the total liquidity of the pool, that is the total amount of liquid cash it possessed. The second is matching the lenders with the borrowers because it uses the terms and interest crafted by individual lenders. That is, if you want to borrow from someone, you need to accept their terms and conditions of the individual. You need to accept the terms and conditions of the individual. So you would have to find someone on the platform to lend it to you at a price and terms you expect. There was no centralized interest. This shooed away most of the borrowers. If you couldn't understand it, don't worry, I'll tell you with an example. Imagine a fisherman who wants to sell his fishes. So he comes to the market and puts up a stall. Several fishermen come just like him and they put at their respective stalls in the market. They all have their own prices. A customer comes with a motive to buy a fish. He has his target budget. He will analyze the whole market and will buy the fish which matches his target budget. Relate this to ETH Lend. The fishermen are the lenders. The fish is their crypto. The prices they fixed are the terms lenders use. And the customers are the borrowers. I hope you get the point. If you did, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. It will motivate us to give you more amazing content like this. Coming back to the two problems ETH Lend faced. So to counter that, ETH Lend was rebranded as AAVE in 2018. It solved the two major problems ETH Lend has. See until the end to see how. First, let's see. What is AAVE? AAVE is a decentralized finance protocol that lets people lend and borrow cryptocurrency without having to go through a centralized intermediary. When they lend, they earn interest. When they borrow, they pay interest. Just simple as that. I know the meaning of your look. Some terms are a little difficult, isn't it? Don't worry, I will explain it in detail. Just hang in there and raise the volume a little if you want. AAVE is built on top of the Ethereum network. All the tokens on the network also use the Ethereum blockchain to process transactions. It is operated and governed by people who lend and vote with AAVE tokens. Traditionally, to get a loan, you'd need to go to a bank or other financial institution with lots of liquid cash. The bank will ask for collateral in the case of a car loan. That would be the car itself in exchange for the loan. You then pay the principal to the bank every month, plus interest. If you don't, the bank can take your car. DeFi is different. There is no bank. Instead, they have smart contracts, which are just a bunch of computer codes. DeFi removes the middlemen from asset trading, futures contracts, and savings accounts. If you want to have a clear view about this, you need to know about smart contracts. Check our video about smart contracts to get a good idea about it. You can find the link in the description. Coming back to AAVE. In AAVE, you can get a loan in cryptocurrency from people instead of a financial institution. However, you still have to put up collateral. In a DeFi system, the collateral is other cryptocurrency tokens. To your understanding of how AAVE works, let's take the same fisherman example. Instead of putting up individual stalls, now the fishermen come to an agreement and form a group. They mix up all their fishes and they fix the price based on the fishes they have, based on supply and demand. Now the customer doesn't need to find the fishes which suit him. Instead, he can just buy it from a single common place with a considerable price. Both seller and buyer will be happy. This is how the AAVE's technology works. And because cryptocurrency is so volatile, DeFi platforms demand over-collateralization. So for a $500 crypto loan on AAVE, you need to put up more than the amount in a different cryptocurrency. If the price plummets and the amount in the collateral no longer covers the amount you've borrowed, your collateral can be liquidated, meaning the protocol takes it to cover the cost of your loan. Sounds a little risky, right? But you can always pay back the loan before it happens. AAVE currently has pools of over 20 Ethereum-based assets, including the stablecoins Tether, DAI, USD Coin, and Gemini Dollar. And it also has markets including Chainlink, Basic Attention Token, and Uniswap. The next question that comes to your mind is, why would I want to borrow cryptocurrency? Although it often makes more sense to buy or sell cryptocurrency, borrowing it can be practical in some circumstances. One of the most obvious is for arbitrage. That is nothing, but if you see a token trading at different rates on different exchanges, you can make money by buying it at one place and selling it in another. However, since the differences tend to be minor, after taking into account transaction fees, you'd have to have a lot of the cryptocurrency to turn a decent profit. That's where AAVE's flash loans come in. AAVE pioneered the use of flash loans, in which people borrow cryptocurrency without collateral, use it to buy an asset, sell that asset, and then return the original amount in the same transaction while pocketing their profit within a minute. Why would someone need to borrow and pay back within a minute? Let's assume a coin is trading in one market for $100 and in another market for $110. You can borrow $10 million from flash loans and buy your coin for $100 and sell it for $110. Therefore, you get a big profit of nearly $1 million. Only a few are spent as gas fees and transaction costs. It is not easy as it sounds. You need to have considerable coding knowledge, and you need to race against similar minds who have this same idea. Next, let us see how quickly liquidity pools work. For that, we need to go back to decentralized finance. AAVE skips the whole process of peer-to-peer lending. That is what ETH Lend used, instead opting for more amounts of pool-to-peer lending. Just like the fishermen formed a group amongst themselves to get more profits and more exposure. Here's how it works. Users deposit digital assets into liquidity pools. These become funds that the protocol can then lend out. If you're depositing tokens to a pool that already has a lot of surplus liquidity, you won't earn much. But if you're depositing tokens that the protocol is in desperate need of, you'll make more. There will be different pools for different crypto coins. Let me explain this with an example. Let's go back to the same fish market. There is a surplus amount of tuna, but only some salmon. So automatically, salmon's prices bloom. On the other hand, tunas will bite the dust. So to counter it, the fishermen with salmon will give them to the market to earn more profit, thereby reducing the demand and maintaining the prices. Since tuna is available for very low prices, the customers will buy it in large quantities, thus maintaining the demand and supply and the stability of the market. Take the tuna for one crypto coin and salmon for another. Take a moment to relate it to the example. You can pause the video while doing it. Generally, you can get a dollar amount of 70 to 80% of the value of the crypto you deposited. The pool determines the interest rate. If the demand for a particular coin is high, the interest will be high. So the lenders find a good way to earn, so they'll lend more. Thus, the demand and supply will be maintained, just like what happened to salmon. The same applies to borrowers. Interest rates vary depending on what they are borrowing. The most important benefit of AAVE is that you can totally be anonymous. The whereabouts of lenders and borrowers are not known to anyone. To borrow, you don't need any verification, credit score, KYC, and no deadlines. But there is a liquidation threshold period. That is, AAVE can sell your part or the whole collateral to pay the lender. To prevent it from happening, you can always pay back in time. Wow, it sounds very easy and looks profitable for both ends. So you might ask me, why doesn't everybody do it? There are a couple of reasons. First, you must transfer cryptocurrency into AAVE in order to start using the platform. You can't just buy it without a credit or debit card. And with Ethereum transaction costs being high, some people are hesitant to move to smaller amounts. Second, there's an element of risk involved. And liquidations are a key part of how AAVE manages debt and makes sure people can still get loans. If there's still not enough liquidity after collateral is liquidated, AAVE has a failsafe, known as the safety module. Inside this pool are AAVE's tokens that users have deposited. If everything is calm, they receive more AAVE as compensation. If the system needs an injection of capital, it will liquidate the AAVE tokens. You may ask, what's the AAVE token used for? There are some uses. Users can post AAVE tokens as collateral. When they do, their borrowing limits are raised. Those who borrow AAVE can also bypass the borrowing fees and can get a discount on fees if they post it as collateral. You may ask, will my assets and collateral be safe? Don't worry, because your assets will be protected by top-class security firms. The whole AAVE network is monitored for bugs and discrepancies frequently. Since you have stayed till now, it is time for the bonus tip I have promised before. There is something called bug bounty in the AAVE network. If you find a bug in the network and report it to them, they will reward you up to $250,000 based on the severity of the bug. That's a lot of money, right? That's it. We have reached the end of the video. I hope you learned enough about AAVE. We will see you in the next video with more crypto-based content. Until then, we're signing off. Bye.